Welcome
to the two travelers in Mexico.
Hi, it's Mark and Paulette. We're the two travelers in Mexico, and we are here with Oliver Biomoma, and he's going to talk about his journey to get from where he grew up to Mexico.
So, Oliver, tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Olivier Biomoma. I'm an electronic engineer. I've studied and grew up in Congo, Democratic Republic of Congo in Africa, especially in Kinshasa, is the capital of Congo. And here I'm studying. I'm here 3 years ago. I've joined Mexico for my studies and respect to the plan that I had for my improvement of my career. Yeah, that is my reason to be here.
So, why did you move to Mexico? For your schooling?
Okay, it was first for my schooling because the program that I decided to develop is about the mining area. So I'm doing physics, engineering, and mathematics. But the lecturer, the director of my thesis is teaching here. He's a permanent professor here, and then I'm supposed to join him here to work because when you're working from far or online, it's not more concrete than if you are the same place where your director is living.
What age did you decide to come here? How old were you when you moved to Mexico?
Okay, when I moved to Mexico, I was 29.
29.
Yeah.
And you moved straight to Morelia, Michoacan for your schooling?
To Morelia, Michoacan because I was, my application, I was accepted in the Michoacan University. That's why I was supposed to come straight here in Michoacan.
Had you ever come to Mexico before?
No, it was my first time and I could not expect that one day I could be in Mexico, but as a destination of life, we can just flow as life guide us.
Okay, and do you have any regrets coming to Mexico? Except leaving your family, probably, right?
Yeah. You must know that first my family, I used to talk with them remotely just like this because I left them since I was 18 and I'm accustomed to living alone, far from my family. And the regrets, I can say no.
Oliver, you're originally from the Congo. Can you give us an idea of where you've been since you left the Congo? All of the places that you've stopped, that you've been to between the time that you left the Congo and the time that you were now in Mexico?
I left Congo. Before to left Congo, my work, so I was not stable, I can say that, because I was working different parts depending on requirement of our company. And then I've lived in Congo Brazzaville, it's Pointe Noire, it's a place in petroleum area. And I lived in Uganda, in Kampala, in Entebbe, in Rwanda, Kenya, Ethiopia, South Africa, many places. And since I'm here in Mexico, I used to go out for my vacation because I cannot go back to my country. It's very expensive. And then I was in Cuba, Brazil, and I was in the United States.
So you were in Georgia in the United States?
Yeah, I was in Georgia, I was in Dallas, Texas, I was in North Carolina, I was in Oklahoma, I was in Florida, and Houston too. I was to Orlando, so different places to visit friends there.
Okay, and tell everybody how many languages that you speak. Oliver. This is very impressive. Listen to what he's going to tell you.
Okay, I can say it's several language now that I can talk. I can tell people. It's about my first. My maternal language is French, and maybe a little bit English and Spanish, Lingala, Chiluba, Kikongo, and Swahili. Yeah.
Impressive. Very impressive. And here we're trying to learn one language.
Thank you. Yeah.
So if economics weren't a factor, but it was just like quality of life, say like if you didn't have to work anymore.
In Morelia.
And well, in anywhere, say.
Let's say you were old like us, Oliver.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where,
Okay.
and
you were retired now. Okay, like us. You were retired. You're older. Okay, and you're retired. Where would you choose to live? If you could pick anywhere, and money's not a problem.
I think comparing to United States and here, I think if it could be the good opportunity if you have a salary that are giving you in US but you are living in Mexico, you will save very good. Because here, compared to United States, you will not spend more money here than there.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I could choose the same. Okay, I'm gonna be in Mexico, but my salary is there. From there, maybe like things like that.
Okay, but let's say, okay, you don't need the opportunity because you're retired. Okay, so like Mark, he has a work pension because he worked all of his life. Okay, let's say you're old like us. Okay.
You're not working anymore.
You're not working anymore, so you don't need the career opportunity. You don't need growth in your job. Okay, where would you pick to live? Would you go back to the Congo? Would you live somewhere in the United States? Would you stay in Mexico? Would you go? All the places that you visited so far, where would you pick if you could pick anywhere?
Yes, absolutely. It will be in Congo because you are home and there. Okay,
Exactly.
I'm accustomed with our gastronomy and things.
Let me ask you a question. Do you feel safe living in Mexico? Do you ever feel like, do you feel pretty safe living here?
Yes, I'm feeling
Yeah.
safe because, okay, in the television when I'm watching there, they say, no, they shot guys there because everywhere in the country, there are the security matter. So, but here at least, I didn't meet some situation like that. Even when I told to my family that I'm going to start in Mexico, they said, what are you doing there? Because there are many
cartels, drug dealers.
Drug dealers. And it's what we have as a aspect of Mexico. But I said, okay, let's just go there. Since I'm here, I've never met that people. So I see what they're saying in the televisions and what I'm living here is totally different. So I don't know now how to believe it. Maybe the day I will make this and I will say, no, this is right. They were right when they were saying that it's not safe in Mexico. But till now, I can say it is safe here in Mexico.
So I just thought of one other question that I wanted to ask my friend Oliver, because in the United States right now, there's all this racism and stuff like that. So I'm going to ask Oliver how he feels living here in Mexico. Does he feel any racism? Does he feel treated equally? I want to ask him that question right now.
I think it's about the mindset of everybody, because we are all equal, but you will see that other people used to consider that they are higher than other people. So it's everywhere, because on my own opinion is that I used to say all black are not my brother, all white are not my enemy, because I would see that my brother used to disrespect me, but the white are respecting me.
But do you feel, living here in Mexico, do you feel like any racism towards you because of your nationality?
No,
None.
in Mexico, no. that they used to approach me. You will see that even the end of the year, they used to invite you, oh, let's go to drink, come to our house. But I'm feeling just that I'm welcomed there than other places, but I've never experienced this racism since I was born. But I don't know if I will experience it, but till now I've never experienced it. Everywhere I'm there, just be gentle with people, and they will respect you. It's like one time I was here. It was about 10 p.m. I was coming from the Walmart, and I checked in the Uber. I saw that the price was very expensive. I said, okay, let me walk. Let me walk. I started to walk, and the police came. Oh, stop.
Oh.
With the gun. Oh, what are you doing? Okay, because I know that I don't have any problem. Okay, show your documents. I show them the card,
Right.
my residence card, all things. All that asked me, because I know that they are supposed to protect us. When they ask you, just obey and show them.
Absolutely.
And if maybe they want to do anything, I don't know, but I was just comfortable. I said, okay, they are police, they are doing their job.
Right.
If they call you, maybe they saw something wrong on you, but you have to show them that you are not what they are thinking.
Right.
And I show them my card is there. Okay, what I'm doing here, I'm studying. Okay. And then
They just left you
release me.
alone.
Okay. Goodbye, bye. And so, but you will see that other people, maybe if the mindset, they are just, I don't know, they are thinking about racism. They will
Right.
try to I don't know, to fight with them. So that is not
Right.
good for the educated people.
Right.
If you're
Right.
educated, you cannot, you just respect, because the police
Right.
are supposed to protect us from the bad people. So when they ask you, just obey and give them. And then when I start to tell to my friends Mexicans, they said, oh really? Why they leave you? Because here when they catch you like that, they will take all things from you. They did not take anything,
Right.
because they are doing their job. I know that I'm not in my country.
Right.
If they stop you, just obey and show your documents. That is all.
Absolutely. How much cheaper is it to live in Mexico than in the Congo?
I can say in Congo it's almost the same.
Okay.
It's almost the same, but the political situation of Congo is worse than Mexico. That's weird.
Right, with what's
Let's
going
agree
on.
that because we are fighting till now, we have 60 years of independence. Okay, theoretical independence, but we are fighting to improve the situation of our country. That's why I came out to studies, financing my studies with the purpose to go back to my country in that way.
So after you're done with your education, what is your plan? Is it to go back to?
Yes, after my education here in Mexico, I'm planning to go back to teach.
In what part of Africa? In the Congo?
In Congo,
Yeah.
Congo, first in Congo, but the opportunity, if our university
Sure.
want me there, okay, I will just plan myself to go there to help them.
So if you were talking to, I don't know, a person in a restaurant, and they said, "Oh, Oliver, I'm thinking about moving to Mexico. What advice? What would you tell me about Mexico? Would you say it's a great place to live? It's okay. What would you kind of say? You know, what's your feeling about being here for as long as you've lived here now? What would you say?"
Yes, the first thing is that Mexicans are more friendly comparing to Europeans.
I agree.
Okay, so here I'm feeling that I'm
Welcomed.
Congo. I'm welcomed here,
Mm-hmm.
and anytime I want some help regarding to the language Spanish, I was not able to speak Spanish here, and I did not take any classes of Spanish. But it's my friends who helped me to improve my Spanish and the school, everything. So for me, they are very nice people, and I can tell people that I can move to Mexico. They are good people. Yes.
So my last question I want to ask you is, what would you tell somebody who's thinking about Mexico? What advice would you give them?
Okay, the advice I can tell people who would like to travel to Mexico, first is that food. They must adapt to Mexican food gastronomy. But for me, it did not cost me much job to adapt my gastronomic behavior, because the Mexican food are very nice.
All right, well, this is my friend Oliver that you just saw, and telling about his life in Mexico and why he's here and his love for Mexico and how welcome he feels living here.
Oliver, do you have any final thoughts about Mexico?
Okay, I say, okay, the manifold of Mexico are very impressive. The touristic sites, there are very many things to visit in Mexico. The natural places where you can rest and to be concentrated on to thinking about life.
All right, well, thank you, Oliver, for this interview. I always enjoy
Thank you
spending
too.
time with you.
If you like what we're doing, please subscribe and
Hit the bell, click the bell, ding the bell if you like what we're doing, like Mark says, and you'll be notified every time that we put out a new video, and you can follow us on our videos to see what we're doing, where we're at, what's happening, what kind of mistakes we're making, what we find out in Mexico.